This is the WeakLEE Podcast, another episode. I got one of my other close friends with me. The dude who thought that I really wasn't going to do the podcast. But he was like, you serious? You serious? And I was sending him the logos, letting him know everything I was doing, everything I bought. He was still, you really serious? And then now you got here today. He like, dang, y'all got everything in here now. But my dude Ian J.
All right. You gotta give it like
man. That's all the introduction you got.
You gotta give a better introduction.
No, because you don't need no better introduction. You got what you got. What you want me to say? Dude, I always play ball with all the time.
Two-time.
One of the UNO legends.
There you go. Two-time play
Intramural player of the year.
I didn't play intramurals. Two-time play NOLA champion.
With who?
That's why you gotta tell me that.
Man,
you gotta introduce me to your fans.
That's known, bro. You the man.
Yeah, but they don't know me.
Some people.
But anyway, here we go. Ian J. from New Orleans, Louisiana. I ain't about to tell nobody my age or nothing like that. They don't need to know all that.
No.
So I gotta tell them I got 2 kids and stuff too.
Yeah, everyone too.
I got 2 kids. You know what I mean? A boy and a girl. You know what I'm saying? They look alike.
Nah, they look identical.
There you
go. They don't look alike.
They 8 years apart, but they look alike. You know what I'm saying? Do I gotta tell them where I work at too?
No,
we don't need to do that.
They don't know your business.
Yeah,
bro.
because you know what I'm saying.
But what about your family though? How was you raised?
I was raised, my mom and my sister, and whatnot. So a small family, but we was family oriented. You know what I'm saying? We had a small intermediate family, but we, had a big family gatherings and stuff like that. We was very family oriented. No pops. Well, pops was there, but he wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
How old were you when you really got into tapping in and getting to knowing your father?
I mean, he was there. Like, I knew who he was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was younger, my mama told me that was my dad.
Right. But
So,
y'all never, tapped in.
Yeah.
Right.
He not on the birth certificate.
Right.
But she told me that was him. So I was like, oh, all right. That's my dad. You know what I'm saying? But
So what was that like being raised in your dad really not being there?
back then, I didn't really notice it. You know what I'm saying? Because I always had everything that I needed. Well, from my perspective. You know what I'm saying? And my mama and my sister. I mean, I had love. You know what I mean? I had my cousins, and they were all males. So I ain't really think about the fact that I didn't have my dad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
So it wasn't like I thought I was different than everybody else because he wasn't there.
nah.
It was like I still felt like a regular person.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, I would go by my cousins and shit, and we would just be, being boys.
Right.
We would do things, that little niggas do. You know what I mean? So, and they didn't really have their dads around. I had one father figure, but he wasn't really like a father figure, but he was more like an uncle figure.
Right.
Or whatnot. But other than that, that was pretty much it. We just did things that we did, bro.
I know for me it was pretty different because my dad been in my life since ever. And it's like I was really able to see a man run a household. And it was not bad because I ain't see him arguing with my mom. I ain't see him acting crazy. All he did was drink beer, watch sports, and talk shit all day.
Real.
Everybody know my dad, that's what he do.
Real.
It's just him.
That's facts.
But just growing up with me and my brother and him is just always basketball. And then he expressed to me why he showed us how to play. It was just because he knew that was gonna help us get through high school. So it's like, it wasn't like you're gonna play to be the best, or you're gonna play just because you good. It's like, nah, we're gonna play as a hobby to get you through school, because he ain't finished school.
Real.
So that's why he did it with us.
See, I ain't have like that type of relationship with my dad. You know what I mean? You know, daddy wasn't there.
Right.
To take me to the fair. You know what I'm saying? To change my underwear. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't have that type of relate. Like, my mom was like mostly, she told me one time when we was younger, she was like, I'm your mama and your daddy. Right. You know what I mean? And she meant it. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she was just telling me.
You gotta say about that, right?
I heard that one.
You know what I'm saying? Like, she told me that, and it was just like, well, I mean, I seen him. Like, he used to drive the RTA, so he used to come around on the bus or whatnot, and that would pretty much be it. Like, whenever he would show up, $5, give me $5. You know what I mean? So it wasn't never like no type of relationship where we like go outside, throw the ball around, shoot some hoops.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It was mostly just like, you come around, $5. And he go about his business. And, I never really paid attention to it because, like I said, I was always surrounded by love anyway, so I ain't never really, say, it, affected me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess it affected me when I got older, but it didn't really affect me when I was younger because I didn't really think about it at the time.
How it affected you when you got older?
It affected me when I got older because it's like you see like what he was, and then you be like, as a man, you don't want to be like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Especially when you have kids of your own. You know what I mean? I got 2, and I got a boy. So I don't want him to feel like, he's alone in the world. Right. You know what I mean? And I want him to like follow my lead. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was put on this earth to guide you, to help you get through. You know what I'm saying? To get you prepared for the world, to grow up and be a man. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't had that. I was raised by women. You know what I'm saying? Like, my sister was like the male type. Because she like, you know what I'm saying? We got the same birthday. So it's like, she's pretty much like a nigga. You know what I mean? So she don't be with that bullshit. So, she pretty much raised me. She pretty much taught me, like, with women, situations like that, girlfriends and stuff like that. Like, I ain't have that type of,
like 14 years apart, right?
14 years apart, same birthday.
Right.
You know what I mean? So she taught me everything, as I was coming up in the world. She taught me everything about, life, how I'm supposed to be. But a lot of stuff I had to really learn on my own, as a man. You go out there in the world and it's just like, there's only so much a woman could teach you. Right. There's only so much they could teach you as a, to try to be a man. They can't really teach you a lot. Right. You know what I'm saying? So
they just go off what they think.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like with the, I never had that, like, the birds and the bees conversation. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't never really had that conversation because that's kind of like an uncomfortable conversation with your sister. Right. And with your mama. You know what I'm saying? You supposed to have your dad to be like, I had to learn that on my own. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And after 2 minutes, you know what I mean? You be like, that's it? You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Oh, man. Like, what am I supposed to be like? I love you? Like,
right, I'm supposed to leave?
Yeah, like, what are we doing now? Like, is this how it's supposed to be? Right. So slippery, you know what I mean? Like, what's going on?
But nah, I feel that, though.
But, that's it. You know what I mean? Just so those conversations.
So with that, how you feel you're going to start? Like, or how have you been relating to your kids in every aspect of your life with everything you didn't have?
What you mean? Like What you mean?
Like every aspect that you didn't have and that you feel that you lacked, to make sure that they get that, what certain things do you feel you have to do to make sure that they get that?
It's just be around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So basically just the quality time part.
That's
As
it.
long as you there,
That's
and
it.
you spending time, you
That's
good.
all that matters.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my dad today don't have a relationship like that because, I mean, you wasn't around. Like,
Right.
what do I talk to you about? What do we
Right.
talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going to call you. You're not going to call me. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? So it's like, what do we talk about? You know what I'm saying? We don't have nothing on the, like, relationship level to be like, yeah, you know, sports. Like, I don't even know if he likes sports. I'm not
Right.
gonna lie to you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, he came to my son game. Son play basketball, so he came to the game like last month, and it was just like, you know, baby moms told me, she was like, yeah, your dad just pulled up, and I'm like, what? Who dad? Nigga, not mine. Nigga came to one baseball game for me. You know what I mean? This new motherfucker coming to fucking basketball games and shit. Damn. You know what I
Right.
mean? So it's just like, oh, all right, I guess. But, you know, I didn't even know the nigga liked sports like that. I don't know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just the quality time, you know, knowing your kids, knowing what they like to do, you know, what makes them laugh. You know what I'm saying?
I know that's like a whole different thing for me though, because like with my dad and when we used to have games and all that, just like the whole interaction with basketball, like, you know, I've been to one of Kamara games and all that, and like how he would look at you at halftime at
Right.
every game. I
Right.
did that with my dad.
Right.
And it was like he ain't really know how to bring us to the next level because he ain't know no better.
Right.
But like I knew when Darius started playing AAU, then he went to traveling, then he started paying attention to, oh well, I see how you get to another level. And then that's when Darius started doing that. He got the scholarship at San Diego.
Right.
And then he went to another school in LA. But it's just like there's always different levels of basketball and life. And basketball really relates to life.
Right.
And like some people be like, oh, it's just sports, and like, nah. Because everything that goes on in sports goes on in life.
That's
You gotta
facts.
work hard. You work
That's
hard
facts.
every aspect of life. Whatever
That's
you want to
facts.
do, you gotta work hard for it.
That's fact.
Team. You gotta have people around you that's willing to help you get to where you're trying to go.
Right.
And that's just how life goes. But
Yeah.
people don't realize that.
Yeah, that's exactly how life goes. And that's how I try to teach my son. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, as he coming up, he in basketball and stuff like that. So I'm trying to teach him, like, sports is just like a microcosm of like how life is. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You work hard, you get the reward. You get the result that you want. You know what I'm saying? You practice, you know what I'm saying? Whatever you do, it's just like you just gotta keep, you know, stabbing at it. Whatever it is. Like, don't give up. Shit not gonna go your way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna never go your way. So you just gotta work harder. You know, it's just simple stuff like that. That, you know, as a dad, we feel, you know, we gotta raise them to be like better than us, better than how we was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna give you the answer keys. Oh,
Right.
shit, my bad. I just hit that back.
No, you're good.
Oh, all right. All right, you know what I mean? I give you the answer key. Huh? It's good. Oh, all right. I give you the answer keys. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's up to you to, you know, fill out the test. Fill it out. Just do what I ask you to do. Do what I give you the answer keys for. That's all it
But
is.
you know, that's where our hard heads come from.
Yeah.
Because our parents try to do us the same thing. But you know, we be trying to do our own thing.
Yeah, that's
I'm
true.
going to figure out on my own.
Gotta figure out life.
Yeah.
Gotta figure out
But
life.
at the end of the day, when we don't listen, that's when we end up in shit.
That's true.
Because I know I ended up in a whole lot from not listening to my mom and dad.
Come on now. See, and you had your dad, but I ain't have one, so it was just like, nigga, once moms was gone, you know what I mean? It was just like, shit, I was out there. You know what I mean? Like, we just got into some shit. Like, it was a bunch of shit that was, like I told you earlier, like, I had to learn on my own. Mm-hmm. So you go out in the world, and you know, after Katrina and shit like that, I was in Atlanta, so it was just a bunch of stuff that I had to figure out on my own. That was my growing up period.
Right.
And being in Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? That's where I went to high school at and stuff like that. So that's the mature years. Not the mature years, the adolescent, like, learning, figuring it out.
Yeah, you start trying different things.
Yeah, so it was just like, you know, nigga got into some shit. Like, it was just a bunch of shit. It was just like, damn. It was fun, though. Don't get me wrong. It was fun.
Nah, high school is fun.
You know what I'm
sure.
saying? It was fun.
For sure.
But it was just like, you look back at it, you be like, fuck, I probably could have did this a little better. You know what I mean? But a little guidance. Like I said, that's why I said I figured it out on my own.
Right.
You know what I mean? I figured all that shit out on my own. Like, you gotta bump your head a few times before you learn and be like, all right, I'm gonna stop doing that.
Right.
I'm gonna stop bumping my head. Like,
and then that was another crazy part about high school too, cause like I played sports. I played basketball everywhere I went, and I played football 2 years. Well, once basketball season started, I quit.
Real.
But yeah, summertime working out with the football team. Basketball season started, I'm gone. Did it 2 years in a row. They had me starting there, and I'm not playing. Nope. Basketball season started. Yeah. But it's just like when you don't listen to people older that's actually trying to help you and looking for the best thing for you to do, but you know, being that age, you want to do what you want to do.
That's facts.
So like say for instance, you be playing football. You know you wanted to play running back, but if they told you, nah, play linebacker, what you was gonna do?
I definitely felt some type.
Exactly. You're gonna be like, I don't want to do that.
I still play lineman. I still felt some type of way.
Exactly. But at the same time, you felt some type of way. But if you really would have tapped into that, you don't know what you could have been. Because, like, for instance, with me, Covington, from Texas, Atlanta, I played shooting guard. Because, you know, out Louisiana, everybody's short. So
that's real.
When I was in Texas, they had two, three dudes, 6'7" above. So I'm playing 2. Atlanta, same thing. So then I get here, they move me to center. I'm 6'2". I ain't no center. Like, what y'all talking about? I'm short. And I'm sitting there like, bro, I don't want to do this. But at the same time, if I really would have tapped into it and learned differently, you don't know what I could have been doing. But
I mean, at 6'2", you wasn't gonna be no center
at all. But out here, they definitely made sure I was sitting out here. That was terrible.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, them niggas in Atlanta, they different.
Yeah, for sure.
Niggas like fucking, that shit crazy. Yeah, that was the first time I seen a 7-footer.
Right, me too.
I said, damn, that nigga tall as fuck.
I actually played with a dude that was like 6'10", and I played against Chris Singleton. That was the best dude I ever played with in my life. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah?
Yeah, he got drafted to the Wizards. Then he went to Florida State and went to the Wizards. He didn't have a long career though. He didn't stay long.
Oh,
really? But that was the best dude I ever played with in high school. I'll never forget that dude.
Dog, they had a nigga in Atlanta on the football team. That nigga name was Dub. That nigga was 6'8", like 325. Nigga was big as fuck.
Right.
We talking about in high school.
Right.
He played for the Cardinals. He was like an offensive lineman. That nigga was big as shit. You know what I'm saying? It was just like, and when I played football, I was a D lineman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was DN, and they wanted me to play DN. It's like, I was on the 9th grade team, and they wanted me to, you know, move up to junior varsity. And
Yeah,
then
you ain't
go to
going
varsity.
around that big dude.
When I look at niggas like that, I'm like, nigga, you want me to like, what?
Go back, go
I'm
around.
not about to battle with this nigga. I'm fucking 5'10". I'm 5'10", 185.
Right.
Like, what am I supposed to do with
benching me
that?
with one hand.
Man, what? I'm not about to do that. You're crazy. So I gave up. I ain't gonna lie to you. I gave up. Started fighting.
So, that was your time to fight.
Yeah, bro. Nigga say I joined the game. Like, this is my calling. I'm gonna stay right here. There we go. I'm gonna knock a nigga out. Tell you that right now. No face mask. You don't need a face mask for me to knock him out.
So why you think you did that? You think the situation with dad had something to do with that?
Nah. I think I was just back then. I was teenager.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think my dad had nothing to do with that situation. I was a teenager. I remember I got mad at my mama one time. Like, we got into it real heavy. And I never did this before my mama. Like, we never, you know what I'm saying? Like, never got like that. But, you know, I'm a teenager. You know, teenagers rebel. That's what we do. So, I got into it with her real heavy. And she threatened to call my dad, nigga. And I'm just like, so?
Right.
Like, what the fuck he gonna do?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what? Nigga ain't been around ever.
Right.
Like, what you gonna call him for? You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, and I never, but like I said, you know, being a teenager, bro, you feel like you just on, you know, your shit don't stink.
Right.
You could just do what the fuck ever.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you know, I guess you could say it did affect me. I mean, not having a dad around, it was just like, who gonna tell me something?
Exactly.
Type shit. So, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say the discipline factor, but I always had respect for my mama, and I always had respect for my sister.
Right.
My sister is the one, she could talk me off a ledge. You know what I'm saying? All she got to do is just grab me and talk to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? She the one that got my ear always. Like, before I go to my mama, like, even if I used to get in trouble, go to her. I'm going to go to her like, look, I fucked up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'm going to tell you first, you know what I'm saying, to relieve the blow a little bit.
Right.
Because I know my mom about to come down hard on me.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you first.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I tell her, and if she relayed a message, then the blowback will be a little less on me.
And that's something that I didn't have. Just like an older sibling to go to before I go to my parents.
Right.
Because I'm the oldest.
Right.
So I had to go to them.
Right.
And that wasn't really the easiest thing to do.
Real.
But that's why when Darius would come to me first, and I'd be like, all right, handle it like this because I already did it.
Right.
So I'd be like, yeah, you can tell her mama. Go tell it to daddy. Mama would be different with this, would react a certain way than daddy would.
Mm-hmm.
With this situation, go to daddy first. Mama ain't gonna react like that.
But that should help you out with your kids, though, right?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean? That should help out a lot because, you know, being that, what you call that, like relay person.
Yeah, you know, you always gotta be a comfort for somebody to come to.
Right.
Especially your kids. Like, if your kids comfortable coming to you, they ain't gonna hide nothing from you.
For real.
But you know, we gotta have that open door for them to be able to come and talk to us.
Facts.
We can't just be quick to pop off because then they're gonna start being hesitant.
Yeah, I be patient. I be trying to be patient.
It's hard though.
It's real hard.
Yeah, especially when you become a parent.
Yeah,
coming from doing it with your parents, then becoming a parent,
man,
it's hard.
That's the toughest shit ever. Cause I ain't never been impatient.
Right.
And I'm patient. You know what I'm saying? I'm not impatient, but it's just like
with kids, that patience is
with
different.
kids, it's different because it's like you know your capability of your child.
Exactly.
And it's just like when they not like fulfilling their capabilities, you just like, bruh,
right.
what you doing?
Weird,
like,
it then be the weirdest thing they be doing. Like, why are you doing that?
Right. It's the smallest shit where you just be like, dog, you serious?
Right.
Like, why? Like, why are you doing that right now? Like,
it's like, bro, what you doing making no sense right now.
Exactly. And you know they smarter than that. Man,
they know they is, but you know they gotta test the waters like we did.
Yeah,
that's all it be.
And that's another thing because it come around full circle. So you be like, do I unleash or do I hold back a little bit because it's like I don't want to yell at you like that because I know you 8 You know what I mean? Like you 8 years old. Like I don't need to be yelling at you like that, but motherfucker, like what are you doing? Like I feel like I knew this shit already when I was 8. Like what are you doing?
Right.
Why you don't know it? Like, God damn, I know it. I knew it.
You was 8 already though. He wasn't.
That's true.
That's the first time he ate.
That's true. I probably didn't know a lot of shit when I was 8. So you know you look back at it, you be like, but then they be trying you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's when it pisses me off. For sure. Don't try me.
They gonna do that.
I like that though, because it's like you really like think I'm stupid. You know what I mean?
But that goes back to us and our parents though.
Huh?
That go back to us and our parents.
Yeah.
Because the things we do, you'll be like, now you know I did that already. You gonna try to do this to me?
That's facts.
It's the same. It's like full circle. Everything come back full circle.
Till this day, I always wonder if my mama knew I was skipping school.
Mm-hmm.
Cause she used to every Monday I used to go out when I was in high school. We used to go out on Sundays, and Monday morning she used to go to work before I went to school. Before I got on the bus to go to school, she'd be like, "All right, then I'm about to go. All right, make sure you get up for school. All right." Be lying like a motherfucker. Be in that bed the whole night or the whole day. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Morning time done. She used to come back. How was school? It was good, Mom. It was good, you know what I'm saying?
But hey, she know not. If she ain't know before, she know now.
She gonna know now. You know what I'm saying? She gonna know now, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, that's how that shit was, bro. So, you know, you gotta take it for granted. So you just gotta be like, I know what you're doing. It's funny, it's hilarious because you lying to me and I know you are.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to discipline you, but it's like you look back at you reflect, you be like, damn, I used to do the same shit.
Exactly.
I used to be the same motherfucker, be lying like a motherfucker. Be crazy with that shit, dog. That shit wild, bro. That shit wild.
Yeah,
raising kids is crazy.
It is. But I love it though. I ain't gonna lie, I do.
Yeah. That's why
I do. I love it.
That's why again it'd be like, you know, Daddy wasn't there. Why? You know, to change my underwear. You know, why weren't you?
Bro.
Why wasn't you, Daddy? You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck? Why wasn't you here? Nah, I'm just playing though. I really don't care.
Good.
To be honest, I really don't care.
Good.
For real. Nah, seriously, I really
got to that point.
Yeah. Right. Like when Mama told me the situation where she was like, you know, I told him like you need to be more in his life or what. When you get older, you learn more stuff. You know what I'm saying? She was like, I told you. She said she told him like, you know, you need to be more in his life. He gonna grow up to not really, and that's the truth, bro. I really don't need him.
But do you really like? Did you ever think of his story and why it's like that?
His story ain't like that, bro. I know his story. Right. Like I told you, when you get older, you learn a lot.
Right.
And I just met family members from his side like 2-3 years ago. Right. Literally 2-3 years ago, where I met my dad's side of the family. Right. And you learn a lot. You learn a lot talking to them, and you just be like, damn, that shit crazy. Damn, that shit crazy. Right. Wow. And you just be like, well, fuck it.
Yeah, you put things in perspective.
Yeah, you put things in, you be like, well, fuck. I mean, I had everything I needed. Right. You know what I'm saying? I had my sister. Had my cousins, you know what I mean? So I had my mama, of course. Always, my rock. Always hold me down. That's why I was a little late. You know what I'm saying? She was talking to me, bro. Gotta sit there and talk. She was like, don't you got a podcast to go to? I was like, I mean, you was talking, Mom. You know what I mean? You was talking, you know what I mean? Gotta listen to you. But so, you know what I mean? So it's just stuff like that, bro, where you just appreciate what you had. You know what I'm saying? You appreciate what was there.
Yeah, not what wasn't.
Exactly. So, you know what I mean? Nothing, I didn't need nothing. I had everything I needed. You know, and I grew up to be the man today.
Right, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, bro.
You a little throw it off, but
I mean,
I like it, brother. You my dude.
I ain't throw it off, bro.
You my dude, though. I'm
saying, though, like, I ain't threw it off. Like,
nah, I ain't saying that. I'm throwing it off. Nah, my dad. My daddy is throwing it off.
I ain't throw it off, man. I feel like I grew up to be, you know what I'm saying? pretty decent young man. I'm pretty decent young man. Come on now. I got a nice job.
Right.
I got a nice job, you know what I mean? Like I'm a pretty decent young man.
Right.
I do all right for myself. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And he wasn't there.
Right.
You know what I mean? We can go to the fair. You know what I'm saying?
Being a dog.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
So Bryce, how was for you?
I mean, it was pretty much the same thing. Like, you know, my mama took both roles, and as you get older, you really just eventually learn to like live without it. Pretty much, like
That's it.
I went through a little phase where I like tried to reestablish contact with my daddy, and like he wasn't putting in enough effort for me. So
Right.
I gave up because I didn't have the desire to do it in the first place. I was just doing it to appease my people.
Right.
And like now we talk every couple months, about 5 minutes.
Right.
That'd be it.
That's
Like,
it.
I have no desire to really grow my relationship with my daddy. Like I found male role models in my life throughout my life already.
Right.
That's it.
And like plenty people that ain't got nothing to do with me that was way more willing to like put their hands on my development.
Right.
So like I'm not really looking for my daddy.
Right.
That's it.
It's just all
Like,
about the
At the
effort.
end of the day, like I look at what my daddy had in life, and it just be like, what game do you even have to offer me?
Right.
Like, what can you even do for me?
Right.
Like at this point,
Because it could be
Grown.
that could
I
be the
did.
reason he probably didn't know,
real talk.
or they know that he can't give you.
He knew.
And then it's like I grew up.
They
with,
knew?
He
I
knew.
grew up with all women. I grew up
Right.
with all women, so it was like you really was teaching yourself most of this shit. Like you was learning on the fly, or you was learning from fucking up.
Right.
You that's it.
That's it. Like
You learn from fucking up, bro. You
'cause
learn
at
on
the
the
end of
fly.
day, like they can't give you the perspective you're looking for. Like my mom or my
There you go.
aunties,
Put that
my
close
older
up on
cousins,
me,
nothing
B.
but girls. Like
Close it up with me.
Right.
Yeah. Come on now.
Like the girls can't.
Yeah.
They can only do so much.
Right.
You know, like they can teach you how to handle women and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah,
it's like
that's it.
Learning how to be a man is a whole different
Facts.
ballpark.
See,
And
they ain't teach me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's like certain stuff they could teach you that you know that you can't really. It's like they can only teach you so much.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like they ain't teach me like, you know, most of the stuff that I really learned out in the streets that you just really learn from other people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Being
Like
observant.
other males that's around you. Like you can't really, you know what I'm saying? Like it's stuff that I feel like, let's see. Well, you know what I mean? Like especially when you coming up in high school and stuff like that. Like when you really learning about yourself, you learning, you know, about life, about how it is to be a man, like growing up and stuff like that. You know, living in a world as a black male, for one. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just stuff like you gotta learn on your own. You learning this shit on your own, bro. It's crazy.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
And that's why I'm thankful for the guys I had with my dad, cause he made sure he let me know it's not easy,
It ain't easy.
but you gonna get through it as long as you stay honest, stay brave. You ain't gotta worry about nothing.
Real.
Just keep moving forward. And how it was for you, B? With you having your dad.
You had your dad in your life?
Yeah,
That's real. That's real.
basically the same thing you saying. Did just like he showed me the ropes on how to really like survive in life. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
So when it came down to it, and like as I got older, you know, I was more of a like stubborn person. So it was as far as of just me trying to like find my own path, because I don't want nobody telling me nothing.
Exactly.
But once I actually sat down and listened to him, and he gave me the game, that's really what I was supposed to be doing. You feel what I'm saying? So,
Now imagine going through that phase in your life where like can't nobody tell you nothing, and the only people in your family to check you is women.
Right.
Facts.
That's just like you said. That's why he was like, you know, call my dad. So what?
That's what I'm saying. And
What
she
that's gonna
called
do?
him. She
Right.
called him. You know what I'm saying? He got on the phone. And it was like,
What's this?
what the fuck you gonna tell me?
Right.
See, I ain't even had that. It wasn't no calling him. It's like she was the disciplinarian too. So
Yeah.
Right.
But then it got to a point. It's like, what you gonna do me? Like,
Right.
Facts. My mama whooped me with a slipper one time. She thought that was gonna hurt.
He said he thought it was gonna hurt.
She with a slipper. She thought that was gonna hurt. I laughed.
wow.
It was just like, come on now.
I was in Home Depot paint mixers. Remember paint mixing sticks?
Yeah.
She was taping 2 of them bitches together.
Like,
Baby boking on it.
Hey, bro.
But that's one thing I could see though, because when my dad, like, when he get mad and he really look at you,
Right.
let me chill.
That's the
Let me
discipline
chill.
part though. You know what I'm saying? That's the discipline part.
Like,
And
you know that face.
you know
Yeah,
it.
once he make that face,
You know that
all right,
bitch.
let me go sit down.
That's
let
what
me chill
I'm
out.
telling you. That's how I look at my son now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I give him that face and he be like, I'ma chill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like I ain't had that. Well, I had my mama give me that face. But I was just so respectful of my mama. Like I tried not to. But you know, you're in a teenage, but you nobody can't tell you shit when you
Right.
16, 17. You know what I'm saying? You smell your own shit. So you don't give a fuck about nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you got it. It's that discipline factor, bro. That's why I try to bring to my child. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you ain't about to be talking to your mama any kind of way. You know what I'm saying? You ain't about to be doing other, like you about to do this shit right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's scared of me. You know what I mean? That's how he's supposed to be.
Mm-hmm.
I want him to be scared of me, but at the same time,
Just the level of respect.
yeah, respect me. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? That's what I want. That's what I want. You know what I'm saying? Just respect me. Respect what I gotta tell you.
I know with my boys, I be doing the same thing.
You did anything wrong when I was growing up. You
Yeah, you
knew
getting
what was
it.
coming after that.
Yeah.
There wasn't no stern talking to me.
That's what I
like that.
see. This the crazy part. My mama ain't never whooped me. I
Right.
told you about the slipper part.
Right.
That was the only time she whooped me. It was just her look.
Right.
I was scared. She looked at me like she was about to beat my ass.
Right.
So I always was just like, all right, let me tighten up. You know what I'm saying? But it's also like a respect thing with my mama. You know what I'm saying? She's the only one I see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Between her and my sister, she's the only one I see. But my sister, like, we 14 years apart. So it's just like, she's the one I felt most comfortable with. So, you know, it's just like a partner almost.
Right.
Like, I'm not going to really disrespect my partner. You know what I'm saying? It's loyalty to my partner. So whatever
Right.
my partner tell me, you know what I'm saying? We talk about it or whatnot, but you know, I ain't gonna never disrespect my partner. That's how it is with my sister. But my mama was a different story. It was like, I don't want my mama to know, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because she might beat my ass. She might beat my ass. She never did,
Right.
but she might. It was always that might part that scared me.
Just the fear.
Yeah, it was just like she might do it. You know what I'm saying? That's what made me scared.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even when I had my tattoo, but I had my tattoo when I was 18, so she couldn't tell me nothing. I stood on bending with the tattoo, you know what I mean? Got the tattoo, had my shirt on one time, my beat on. She said, what's that? It's a tattoo. You know what I'm saying? Stand on bending with that thing. I'm 18, you can't tell me nothing, ma. I'm trying to tell you. God, so you know, it's just a respect thing, bro. It's just a respect thing. That's all I want. You know, with my kids, respect.
Right. All of us.
That's it.
All of us. Want respect out of our kids, bro.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Ain't nothing too much. I ain't asking for much. Respect and good grades.
Right.
Get good grades. Give me respect. That's all I ask. You can get whatever. I give you whatever.
That's simple.
That simple. My son got like A's and B's right now too.
Yeah, Drew got all A's.
He got all A's? Damn. Yeah, mine ain't got all A's. He got A's
But I
and B's.
mean, Drew is in kindergarten.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Nigga, they learn about Pythagorean theorem and shit, right?
You got grades in kindergarten?
Yeah.
For what?
He got 200s and 298s.
The lines? What?
Nah, bro.
Bruh.
You'll be surprised.
This kindergarten
They
shit is
know
crazy.
fact and fiction.
Like,
You learned
Bruh.
in fifth grade.
Bruh, that's kindergarten
I'm
work.
trying to tell you. Mine's learning fractions.
It's
You know what's
kindergarten
It's crazy.
work.
He third grade.
and they still don't be doing shit.
Nah,
They still don't be doing
no, they
shit.
don't.
Bruh.
That's crazy.
That should be blowing me. That should be blowing me.
What was I doing in kindergarten? I couldn't even tell you.
I was mixing colors.
I ain't gonna lie, we was playing with Play-Doh. I just might
Yeah,
have
mix the
learned a little
color.
Spanish or something. Little hola.
Oh no, I ain't do
I
that.
don't remember that.
Like,
Uno, dos,
big green.
tres.
Right.
Yeah.
In kindergarten, we went to,
Red and blue make purple.
Yeah,
That's
but-
what we're doing.
Color sheets.
I'm trying to tell you, we was making clay animals. We went to the kiln. Y'all ever went to the kiln? Y'all know what the kiln is?
Dude.
It's like you make a clay animal, right? You go to the kiln so it can like warm up, like heat up and shit like that.
No, y'all was doing pottery, fool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty much. That was kindergarten. We were painted.
Right.
We were painted. I remember I made a dog.
That wasn't Play-Doh, dog. That was real clay.
Yeah, it was real clay because we use a thing. What you call the thing? The wire. What you call that? We use the wire. I can't remember.
I don't know what that
Probably was a wire. It probably was just called the wire. A grope.
It probably is just called the wire.
It probably was
I
just
know
called
what
the
you're talking
wire.
about. It's like that's what they used to cut it with.
Yeah, we used that to cut it. I
what
made
you-
a
I know what
dog.
you're talking
You
about.
put a slit in the dog. I'm telling you, dog. I'm telling you. Made we bring it to the kiln, let it heat up so it can stick together, and then we gloss it and paint it. I'm telling you. Shit was
Man.
crazy. That shit was crazy, dog. I'm telling you.
But man, this was another episode of WeakLEE Podcast.
We
I
about to
appreciate
leave?
it. Yeah, it was a wrap, dog. You did good, bro. You gonna be back though. I'm gonna have you back. We're gonna do a little group thing.
I just want
Yeah,
to know
you
you
can.
can't tell everybody to come back.
But no, he can though.
All right, yeah, just
Yeah,
say it.
I ain't saying
Like,
everybody
this
can come
is all-
back.
We gotta
You
get a
coming
group
back.
thing. We gotta get Bryson in this
we gotta
thing,
get
man.
Ian and Bryson together.
Bryson.
Here's my other part.
We gotta get in that thing, Bryson.
It's gonna be a wild one.
Yeah. Come on now. We gotta be like we gotta be like allegedly. You know what I mean? We gotta be like allegedly.
Man. See y'all next week. And this is the WeakLEE Podcast. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Tune in next week.